He's a very, very dominant champion now, taking people out in the style that he is. So that got me thinking, who is the GOAT? Who is the greatest of all time in terms of lightweight fighters? Who is the greatest lightweight fighter that the UFC has ever seen? And in my opinion, it comes down to two people. And you know who I'm talking about. It is Khabib, the Eagle Nurmagomedov, or Charles do Bronx Olieveira. Now, the only way to really settle this would be if they were to fight one another. And you know what, to be honest, they're only 13 months apart. They're not that much away from each other in terms of age. So that could be something that we would see if Khabib was to come out of retirement, which of course he's not. And I'm not calling for that. I'm not saying Khabib needs to come out of retirement to prove that he's the greatest. That is not what I'm saying at all. All right, first of all, when you look at the records, Khabib, it's gleaming, it's shiny, it's sparkling, it's very envious if you're a fighter. 29-0, he retired undefeated, absolutely phenomenal, with 8 knockouts and 11 submissions, so 19 finishes in general. Now, if you compare that to Charles Oliveira, he had 33 wins with, and this is the big one, this is the conversation starter, 8 losses. Now, in his wins, 9 knockouts, 21 submissions, so a total of 30 stoppages. But of course, Khabib has never been beaten. Okay, so that might trump all arguments. That might be number one. Hold on a minute, it doesn't matter, the man was never beaten. You literally cannot beat him. But when you delve deeper and you analyze the fight styles and the finishes, of course, you know, maybe we come up with a different argument. Now, when you look at Charles Oliveira, 8 losses on his record, and that's not good. And the reality is, 7 of them were via stoppage, you know, and the people that he lost to, yeah, they were great fighters, but there were people that you've got to think that Khabib would have beaten.
How do you think a fight between the two of them would go?
Man, well, like we've sort of had a little chat about this before. You know, people don't give Khabib the credit enough for his actual just grappling ability. And as Rob was saying backstage, he was saying about the wrestling, right? Like, as you were saying, like everyone knows about the wrestling, but the grappling is another level for Khabib too.
A lot of people think that Khabib's a wrestler, which he is, without equal. But it's his grappling, his whole complement of the game. His jiu-jitsu is ridiculous. His control in the game, and you can see how technical his grappling is if you actually break it down. I think a lot of the common fans don't realise how technical his grappling ability is. It is absolutely. That's why people aren't just getting up. People say, why can't they just get up? Because they can't. He controls them so well. And having that level of grappling and control on the ground puts a level of fear into his opponents that he can just start unloading bombs with his hands because he has absolute control of the game. And he only has to get him down once for the game to for the whole fight to change.